Welcome to Planetside 2. My experience with the full game didn't start off so well. It gave me 4 US servers to choose from. The first one was full, the second one had high population, but when I tried to join it, it gave me server unavailable and jumped to a few different screens and ended up back at the main title screen where eventually the game crashed. The other 2 servers were completely empty, so I guess we gotta play the waiting game. Keep in mind, this took about 15 minutes to finally get in-game. GG. I didn't record my first spawn because it went exactly the way I planned. I spawned in on the newbie map where fresh players can get a feel for the game, ran about 1,500 meters to get to the action, was shot in the back. I got several hours in the beta though, so I knew this wasn't exactly how the normal game plays, but for someone just picking up the game, it's not a good first impression. While I had a few issues while playing the game, none was more prevalent than getting into a firefight, getting hit markers, and in the kill cam showing my opponent took no damage. I don't know if the kill cam was bugged or if he actually didn't take any damage. Another major issue I had was the sound. While traversing the map or capping points, my sound would cut down to about half volume. At first I didn't think anything of it, but then when I listened a little more closely, I could hear the main PlayStation menu music playing as if it launched the PlayStation menu in the background, or I'd hit the PlayStation button on the controller, yet I was still in the game. Now, during the beta, I experienced all sorts of bugs. The game would crash pretty much every hour on the hour. While I didn't experience this in the full rollout, I didn't play for too incredibly long either. But the crashes lead me to another shortcoming, the squad system. While it probably works really well on PC, on PS4 it's downright terrible. The first thing you have to do when you enter the same server as your friends is leave the current squad it drops you in. Then one of your friends has to go into the social menu and send you an invite. If you haven't left your squad yet, the invite will not work. There is zero integration into your PlayStation friends list, which means you better have picked an easy name when you spawned in because someone has to spell out your character name to send you an invite. Plus, it's case sensitive. Again, it may have worked well on PC, but it's showing signs of an awful port when played on PlayStation 4. Don't get me wrong though, this game has plenty of good qualities. The game mechanics were decent, firefights were predictable in the sense that you knew how recoil was going to operate when you pulled the trigger. And the HUD was nicely laid out with everything you need and nothing you don't. Kill cams were okay, showing your score progression laid out in a graph and you know who and what you died from. And once to the action, it does invoke an awesome feeling knowing how much chaos lies ahead. The battles are the highlight of the game and it's what they wanted to stand out the most, and they nailed it. Spawning on a Sunder that's a small stronghold and running into the action while seeing aerial vehicles doing strafing runs on armor and enemy spawn vehicles is quite the visual and begs for you to play some more. All in all, it's a pretty fun free-to-play title, and that's where it gets me. I don't know how everyone else feels, but the free-to-play concept hasn't really progressed the gaming experience at all. It's the same old here, have fun, but if you want to not run anything other than the stock setup, you're going to have to spend several hours or pony up some real cash. Personally, I'd much rather forego all the free-to-play games, because if you want to experience anything this game has to offer, you either have to put in a crap ton of hours or spend money. Anyways, that's my little rant on the free-to-play titles. I hope you enjoy the video, and maybe we'll see each other on the massive battlefield that is Planetside 2. Take care, YouTube.